What's up, everyone? Welcome to Cloud Nation TV, and thank you, everyone, for coming. It's great seeing you. It is the last episode, at least for now, of Cloud Nation TV. We never know what the future has in store, but this one's kind of looping. It's the end of the loop for Cloud Nation TV as a regular programming. We're putting it on ice for now, but it's great seeing all of you in the panel, in the chat. Everyone, thanks for coming. How's everyone doing?
Oh, doing great, man.
Kind of great, man.
Kind of sad the show's ending.
It's the end of an era, but what we didn't tell you all is we're rebranding to Pickle Nation TV. Pickles all the time.
That's right.
It's played on the Pickle Station 69. Okay, no, that sounds even worse than when I thought about it.
Oh my gosh.
My apologies for the images. Anyway, how's everyone doing? So we're back here. Next week I'll be starting another programming with JD. We're going to talk about that a bit later, but for now, this is Cloud Nation TV. All of you in the chat, you've been supporting us for quite a while, coming to the show. We really appreciate this. Talking about support, Bert Taylor, aka Polaris Sucks, just donated 100 stars on Facebook Gaming. Thank you very much.
Good Lord. Hey,
really
nice.
appreciate
Shout out to
it.
Peros.
Hey, thank you.
Going to some PS5
Appreciate
games,
you.
I'm sure.
Appreciate you.
So, first, we're going to do, as we usually do, go around the cast, see what's up with everyone. So, Vet, you want to start? What's up, man?
Oh, not much. Just I got past my turkey coma, and then we had enough turkey that we moved over to. We went to Taco Bell, and somehow I spent like $70 there, and I don't know how that worked out, but had leftovers of that. Then we bought pizza, so I've had tacos, pizza, and turkey that's taken over my fridge.
The house was lit.
Lord, dude.
Wait, did you try the taco stuffed turkey?
I did not. Taco Bell did offer that, and I said no. They did ask if I wanted the Diablos hot sauces, and I was like, no, we'll pass. I don't need to repaint the entire house. I didn't do much Black Friday shopping. I didn't do it very much streaming at all. I took most of the time off. I did get brought in by jump in for a few streams with Ghost Rats and Doc. We did some Dark Tide, which is fantastic. I love the blood and gore and just chopping
the violence,
everything. And so, yeah, the violence of that is so satisfying. I did game with Ghost Rats. We played Fortnite, and somehow at one point at one time, I don't know which one it wasn't a recent one, but we ended up, he died, he raged out, and it was left to me with the 6-on-1, and I ended up winning it. It's never going to happen again. And I think I played with him last night, and somehow we were playing Fortnite, and we did an advertisement for Gold Bond. I don't know how that works out either, but it's what happens. And then I somehow ended up buying PlayStation Plus Premium for a year because it was on sale, and it was before my bills had to get all paid, so I had some leftover money, so I spent that on myself and said Merry Christmas to me. So I got a year of that.
It is a great deal for the PlayStation Plus Premium.
It was 25% off, so it was like $90 base. I think it was about $90. It wasn't really that bad. I mean, I can deal with. I could see that for a year it was worth it. And the benefit is that when that year is up, it expires the day after Thanksgiving next year. So it'll expire, and they'll have another Black Friday sale, and I'll just re-sign up again.
Yeah, and if you want,
perfectly.
If I'm not mistaken, you can even stack on. Like, if you don't want to think about it, you can stack on a few years. I know a few people.
I got a bunch of things, annual subscriptions at that point that I got to renew. I did jump back into some Infamous 2 today, briefly. Then I ended the stream. Then I restarted it back up because somebody had an unboxing, I think. Not sure who it was. Careful, don't drop your baby. But no, I forgot how much fun Infamous 2 was. I played it a long time ago, and I played as a good guy. And this time I said, "Fuck it, I'm going straight evil." So I was just killing everybody initially when I started the game up. But it was a lot of fun, and that's pretty much where I've been at between Dark Tide, Fortnite, and now some PlayStation Cloud gaming that I'll be adding into the mix.
Awesome. So that's a lot of really good gaming. A lot of really violent gaming. That's cool. Love it. Ray, what's up, man? How you
What's
doing?
going on, man? I'm doing great. Doing great. Little depressed that the show's ending, but a little happy that I don't have to see you guys on Monday nights or Friday nights or whatever. But anyway,
You'll be able to eat warm for once.
I'm doing great, man. I redid my wife. She hooked me up with a desk, hooked me up with a new chair. So I've been rearranging stuff. I actually got, you guys can't see it, but I have painted Marvel Avenger paintings in front of me on my wall. So when I'm streaming, I look up, I got the Mighty Avengers, Iron Man and stuff, and they're painted. And it looks awesome. And but what I've been playing, first I'll shout out to Rockstar. They were able to transfer my Stadia save over to the PC. I've been playing Red Dead Redemption on Boosteroid, folks. That's right, Boosteroid. Loving it. It plays perfect. And I got they even boosted my gold, my character and everything. So thank you, Rockstar, for that. And then shout out to GeForce Now. They hooked me up with some of that Warhammer 4K Dark Tide. I was streaming that last night. Loving that game. Love playing that on GeForce Now. And then thank you, Google. I'm starting to see the money trickling down. Only thing is that I'm screwed. I got some of that money went to my wife's credit card, and she was naming all the numbers off that she was seeing on her account and saying thank you. Oh, Christmas is coming early.
Money that apparently you never spent, right?
Yeah, exactly. And then one last thing, guys. Battlefield 2042. Been playing a lot of that with Maker and SPG and Double D Wilson, Dandroid, having a freaking blast playing that. So that's what I've been doing. And thanks everybody in the chat for showing up, and thanks everybody that always supported Cloud Nation TV. And then thank you, DrSpaceman, for inviting me to be on. And Maker tried to who the hell invited Maker? Why is he still on there? No, I'm just playing. I'm gonna miss you guys. But you know,
Ray, don't worry. You'll see me every Tuesday.
Yeah, I know. We still got a show, but yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
You're not gonna meet me. You're not gonna miss me beating you at Wreckfest.
Yeah, that's true. He kicks my ass at Wreckfest. I know. I haven't won a game. I have not won a game these last 3 nights. So
man. You got close, but someone beat you.
Yeah, I know you bastard. But anyway, shout out to JD.
What up?
What's up, JD? What you been doing?
What up, man? Hey, glad to be here. You know, be back in the podcast, man. Shout out to everybody here. Shout out to everybody tuning back in, man. And shout out to the fans. Shout out to you guys for supporting us on this journey. But yeah, what I've been playing, man, you know, God, everybody's favorite daddy, Kratos, you know, God of War, Ragnarok.
Okay, I was hoping that's where you were going. You started off saying everybody.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Talk about someone calling someone daddy.
New game we were talking.
Church going man here talking about some daddy. I was like, what?
Daddy. Oh man! I know
that's a big daddy power there.
It's a big daddy game. Big daddy coming through. God of War Ragnarok. Enjoying it. This is a real good game. A lot of trash talking with the boss fights. It is like the best trash talking I've heard in video games in a minute. When it comes to the fights, man. And if y'all haven't played it, man, y'all need to hop on that when y'all get a chance. What's up, Donald Jack? Yeah, I miss you in those funny misunderstandings. Right?
What's up with the
Look.
donut and the daddy? What
I don't
is
want to
that?
know.
I don't even want to know. Ron, I'm not even gonna.
Why we're even asking Ron what that means?
I can roll with it. I can roll with
Yeah,
it.
we can roll with the daddy donuts. You know what I'm saying? At least we're not on the beaver tails and the Nutter Butter.
Daddy donuts, sweet kebab, something like that.
Yeah.
How does he know about the Nutter Butter? Well, he wasn't even on the show last week.
Hey, I watch. I support. I watch.
Hey,
I replay.
that's
You know
what
what I'm
video on
saying?
demand is for.
That's what that's what I pay my YouTube premium for. Thank you, Stadia, for the refunds. You know what I'm saying? Got that. Was able to get my bid in for that PSVR 2 with the refunds. You know what I'm saying? So that comes out February. But what else have I been playing? He meant Sugar Daddy. Sugar Daddy Kratos in the building. What else have I been playing? I picked up some Persona 3, 4, and 5 Dancing and Starlight on sale. Get some DDR in with some Persona music. Also picked up Rainbow Moon, Rainbow Skies, Sonic Colors Ultimate. I picked up some Saga Scarlet Grace, Romancing Saga 2. I got some Tales of Vesperia, Romancing Saga 3, Saga Frontier Remastered. You know what I'm saying? So I just picked up a bunch
You basically bought
You
everything.
got thousands of hours of epic JRPGs right there.
Exactly. I got a bunch of JRPGs. Final Fantasy Crisis Core dropping next week or in a few weeks.
Are you working from home now so you can game all the time?
Yeah, I'm remote work.
Because you're gonna be like Maker. I'm working. Yeah, working totally. As I'm playing.
Look, I got a lot of games. I still got a lot. I played some Tales of Arise. I'm trying to get back and beat these games as well. I'm taking a break from God of War, going back and playing some stuff in my backlog. I'm just all over the place. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. You know what I'm saying? Been playing some of that as well. Warzone. And also Battlefield 2042, they actually did some updates. It's pretty good as well. And yeah, that's what I've been up to. That's what I've been playing. Also, some Fortnite last night. Me, Vet, and Ghosts on the Fortnite stream last night as well.
Crazy.
Yeah, that was
where we
so
advertised Gold Bond. I swear, and it was not a promo. We didn't get paid for it. It just was one of those random things that happened.
Fact. And also, and Samurai just ran with it. And also Samurai Showdown Neo Geo Collection. I copped that. Got all the classic Samurai Showdown games, man, from 1 to I think 4 or something. So it's dope. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. That's what I've been playing, man.
That's awesome.
Good Lord.
What about you, Maker? What's up, man?
Nothing much. Gaming as usual. Like I was saying earlier, I was playing a little bit of Wreckfest on Ray's stream, and we've been playing some Battlefield 2042, and having a little bit of fun with that since it just arrived on Game Pass. I've been playing a little bit of Halo Infinite with the online co-op that they came out with. It's buggy as all get out, I won't lie. But it's still a lot of fun, kind of just playing with your friends and just exploring the ring. As far as like Black Friday kind of game shopping, I was able to get Gotham Knights for $30, and I beat it within like the week that I bought it, which it was pretty good. I would say better.
I watched him beat it. I mean, the game.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Are you sure you weren't confusing my OnlyFans?
No. Hell no. Discord. He was showing us in Discord playing it, and he now I want the game, but I ain't buying that damn game. Now at $30, I'm waiting for another sale. Sale.
You're thinking about an OnlyFans Black Nut Edition.
Oh man.
But honestly, like some of the side quests, like with the bosses, are so good in Gotham Knights. I think that was like my favorite part because it would actually change the world. Like, just for an example, one of them, Mr. Freeze. This was shown in like one of the early things. Was Mr. Freeze took over the Gotham Tower and like just froze it completely. So there's like tons of ice everywhere, and that's a side quest. So that event that happens is just I just was kind of shocked that they went so all out on these like villain side quests that you could go do. But I also picked up Scarlet Nexus on. What? Oh no! What is this?
Oh God, no!
I could.
God, no.
But
Oh damn! I got no comment.
No comment.
Jesus.
Ooh.
I picked up Scarlet Nexus for Xbox because with Game Pass, you know, I've been playing it on there and I want to keep it, you know, so I can play it later.
I got it day one, PS5.
I got the digital deluxe edition of Hogwarts Legacy for $55, which was a pretty good deal considering it's like the deluxe edition and I got it cheaper than retail.
Oh wow!
How'd you get that?
So,
it's on sale right now, still at Green Man Gaming.
dude,
For PC.
guys, I just signed up for Green Man Gaming. Go check it out. They got some killer deals.
Oh, yeah. I also picked up 3 months of Game Pass Ultimate for $25, which was also another really good deal I found. But I've just been, you know, Gotham Knights was the one that I kind of stuck my teeth into and was like,
You sucked your what?
You
No, I heard stuck. I didn't hear stuck. I heard suck.
That's what I heard too.
Stuck.
Oh my gosh!
This show's taking a turn real fast.
Tell the truth, and the
I know,
truth
right?
will set you free, Maker. Tell the truth.
The OF maker coming out. Oh my god!
No, I was just thinking about how everyone said the game sucked, and you know it.
Yeah, sure you were.
Mm-hmm. but yeah, no, it just surprised me. I thought it was going to be bad, and it's actually a decent game, you know. But that's about all I've mostly been playing as of. World of Warcraft new expansion dropped today, and it's a mess because no one can get in. It's great.
Isn't it like that every time they release a new expansion?
Not always. I mean, I think the last expansion was one of the more smooth ones. It was a bit messy, but not near as bad as it is with this one. Like, they had like a boat that you could ride to the new continent, and I hopped on the boat and it glitched my character, and then I couldn't get back into my character. Would load to 75% and just crash my game. And then I just kept trying to get in for about an hour and a half and still couldn't. And then eventually they just stopped the boat, shut off the portal, and nobody can get to the new zone anymore. So it's a bit of a mess, and it's been out for a little over 2 hours now. So yeah.
That's fun. So, as for myself, I did play on GFN some Dark Tide, a lot of fun. Also some Fortnite, a little bit as usual. The other day with Vet and Ghost, and also, were you there, Maker, the other day when we played?
I was watching. I'm waiting till it drops on Game Pass before I can play it.
Fortnite?
Because I don't have the code.
Oh, you're talking about Dark Tide.
Dark Tide. I thought that's what you're talking
about. Yeah, I switched from Dark Tide to Fortnite and played a bit of Final Fantasy 14. Played a few games here and there, but I've been spending some time with my wife also to get some brownie points, knowing that this little sweet machine there was on the way. So
It's like I'm putting in my advance right now.
I gotta build up my husband tokens real fast because I'm gonna be cashing them in a lot.
So, yes, camera's pointing a bit. Okay, so yeah, it's been relaxed on the point of gaming. Still, I really enjoy Darktide. It's a lot of fun. I need to spend more time in that game. Plays absolutely beautifully on GFN. Yeah, other than that, I did announce the news. We've been talking about it. This is the final episode of this podcast. One of the reason being, I've been thinking about it for a while, but cloud gaming has grown quite a bit over time. But it feels lately where pieces are falling into place and there isn't as much movement. Cloud gaming is, in my opinion, becoming less of a platform and more of a feature. We know GFN has it as a complement to PC gaming, so you can use it as a standalone service, or if you're waiting to upgrade your PC, or if you want to go on the go while still having your PC at home. So it's complement to their PC ecosystem. As for currently Xbox with xCloud, it's an extension of the Xbox. Yes, you can use it as a standalone service, but it's still lacking some quality. And they do have some cloud native games in the work, but it's still some time off. And from what they've been saying, it will still be an extension of service. It will transition over time, gain some importance, and we're seeing the same thing with PlayStation. PlayStation still being conservative on the public front with their cloud, but if you've been playing with it, you'll know it's, for most people, it works extremely well. The quality of the stream is amazing. It's still running the games on base PS4 hardware, well, emulated base PS4, but the quality of the stream is excellent. So they're all working on the cloud, but it feels, especially with Stadia coming down, and we're seeing a few moves happening right now, that the big push for cloud is slowing down a bit, and it's starting to take place. So I've been thinking about it for a while, and the other day, JD, Shadow, and I, we were talking in a private chat, and we were talking like, would be nice to launch a more PlayStation focused podcast just for a change. It's like, I can't afford to have two podcasts in my schedule at the same time, with the family, with work and everything. But I did decide, yeah, it was about time. I wanted to get back to PlayStation. Plus, I had those amazing donation on my Facebook account that helped me out to secure a PlayStation. I finished the stream with epic donations. Just looked online and saw a PlayStation 5 in stock at Walmart with a Black Friday promotion, and decided, okay, gotta go for it. And yeah, we were talking about it and ended up like, okay, it's the timing feels right. We're gonna do this. So next week, JD, Shadow, and I will be launching the new podcast that we're calling "Playing in the Stars," referring to the new Stars program that PlayStation has, the reward program, plus Playing in the Star PS PlayStation. So it will be focused on the PlayStation ecosystem. That includes the console, where we'll look at the cloud, we'll look at what they're doing with PC gaming. Once they get the mobile gaming on in the works and everything. So we're going to look at the PlayStation ecosystem in that podcast. And of course, we'll be having guests over. So we'll see whenever you guys want to jump on, you'll be more than welcome. So here, Cloud Nation TV, it's been amazing over time. The support we've been having from you, the public, in the chat, from you guys joining in the panel, from the guests we've been having over. It's really been a great experience. Thank you so much, guys, for all of that. Ray, those are
you guys some ideas.
Those are ponies.
I'm trying to give you ideas for avatars and logos and stuff like that. Once upon a time, there was somebody that started the Playhouse.
If they're gonna use that. That's gonna be that must be the logo for the family friendly version.
Is that a pickle on that one's forehead?
Yo,
yeah. Are you? Well, hold up. Are you promoting PlayStation or are you promoting outright games? Because it looks like you got My Little Pony and some other stuff up there.
No comment.
Those
no
are
disrespect
pony
outright
coins.
games. I'm just saying that the icons just drop and they look like you're promoting outright games and they're family friendly content.
And I'm just messing. Yeah, guys, I have a PS5. I was just playing Madden 23 on my PS5. It's I'm gonna miss these guys, and it's sure. Have fun wherever you play at.
I'll still be in the cloud or local on my gaming PC. I don't know consoles.
Wherever the game, if I get the game cheap and I can play it somewhere, I will play that game.
I'm just saying I can't afford a console. I'm moving. I got bills. I got kids, and I got a wife that tells me what to buy and what I can't buy.
You got the state. You got some Stadia money. That Stadia money.
He said he got to use it on the bills, man. He said
that Stadia money went to my truck where I have no vehicle. That's a little more pressing than having video games. And I'm planning on moving in like 7 months. That's a little more important than video games. And I'm going on vacation in like 3 weeks. So that's more important as well. Some of that Stadia money is going to be invested in Bojangles for some chicken for me.
Ooh, some Bojangles. They don't have Bojangles out here in California, man.
I'm gonna be.
We got Bojangles down here in the South. Down here,
we don't. There's no Waffle House, no Bojangles.
Don't worry.
We got the Waffle House.
I'm going to be in Virginia for 3 days at the end of the month and of December, and then I'm going to be also in North Carolina. So I'm going to be, by the time I get back to Minnesota, I'll be depressed when I do my next stream because I'll realize that all the good food is back out east, and I'm coming back to this damn place where there's nothing.
Hey, shout out to Whataburger opening up their first locations in Georgia. Yeah,
you know what? I went to one of them fucking places and they skimped on all the damn stuff that I was supposed to get. I got a dried up burger and no sauces. I was pissed off. I didn't realize it though until I left and I wasn't driving back there. So that was more on me for not checking.
So just want to go back through the chat to see who's there and what's being said. I did go over while we were talking, but I just want to do as usual. So we got Dino Jack. What's up, friends? Good, always good to see you. Good to see everyone. We had Ray here, Vet, with a big series of pickles.
That's right.
There was a lot of pickles up in there.
I got a huge jar of Mount Olive pickles. Whoa,
man! You gotta just go straight in. No, what's up, buddy? I don't know. He was talking about something huge, pickle thing or something. I don't know what he was talking about.
I got a jar of Mount Olive pickles. From Mount Olive, North Carolina.
You got a mouthful of pickles?
No, that's Maker.
You guys remember when we first started this podcast and DrSpaceman never did any of this stuff? Never made these comments. He was super polite, and then he hung around us way too long, and now look what we've done.
He hung around you. He hung around me. He hung around you. You corrupted him.
You say that about everybody that I do co-streams with that I corrupt. It's only happened to maybe 1 or 2, 3 people.
I heard Megatron X. Shout out to Megatron. I heard her say SHIT balls, and I know who she got that from. She got that from you.
I also may have corrupted Eli because he was a nice, sweet kid too. And I effed up a mission. He just started dropping F-bombs at me live on stream. I never heard him say that before.
The Canadians are very nice people, and you're corrupting them.
Look, I was just about to say, Doctor gave y'all the nice rollout, the PR, like, hey man, we're really doing this. Hey,
we're just giving them some American hospitality. We're showing them how
just sort of down. which is
That's
good.
all good.
And
That's all good.
I'm just like, look, I wanted to do a PlayStation podcast. I felt that at the time, like Doc and Shadow talked about, like, hey, now is the time. Cloud gaming for me is still a piece of something that I do. I still enjoy GeForce Now. I still enjoy PlayStation Plus Premium from the cloud. I still enjoy, uh, I got Xbox Game Pass, so I'm still enjoying using the cloud when I have the ability and capability to use the cloud. But for me, cloud has always been, just like with VR and anything else, as of today, as of right now, for me, has always been in addition to local gaming, whether that's local gaming on your PC or local gaming on your console. I've always stated the case that it's new technologies, it's growing pains, is good, it's been used, is the tech works, but it's still a lot of work to be done for it to take over local gameplay, which we have discussed a million times on this podcast about different areas have different internet speeds. America's internet speeds all jacked up, and even with Stadia, while it did work, I still preferred to use my Switch while I was on the go, when I was on the move, just because I didn't have to worry about internet speeds at hotels or whatnot. And so, but I do wish cloud gaming to continue to grow and succeed, and I can't wait to see what these developers make using cloud technology, the ideas that they got cooked up. I can't wait to see cloud technology being more useful in the gaming community, and I'm thankful to have met all you guys from cloud gaming, being able to be in this space and being able to communicate, play with each other, no matter where we're at across the world, whatever. Just being able to do that through cloud gaming, man, it has been a great thing that has been accomplished, man. But back to the PlayStation for me, talking about the ecosystem. Yeah, talking about that. Talking about the games.
Playhouse.
Talking about the Playhouse, talking about the ponies, talking about the stars.
You should do the Playhouse. I'm telling you, man, that's a really good title for a show, the Playhouse.
And we'll probably do the Playhouse when they bring PlayStation Home back. I know Doc's waiting for PlayStation Home too. And once they do that, we'll do the Playhouse.
Isn't the Playhouse like the special edition when Ray guest stars? So he gets to.
Oh yeah, definitely. Ray will be the first person on the Playhouse. He's gonna come to our homes, man. Just watch out. Just like he slides in the DMs, he's gonna slide in your home, man. So he's gonna slide in your house. So
see, I'm a little different than you and Doc, man, because I play whatever. Like cloud, if whatever I can get into really quick, and it's got me going, I'll jump in and I'll play it. So Vet's been talking about Boosteroid. I've been avoiding Boosteroid for the longest time. I finally got into it. I'm playing Red Dead Redemption. I'm playing WWE 20. There's a lot of games on Boosteroid.
The biggest I would say on there, FIFA.
Yeah, 23. I mean, holy! And guess what, folks? They're getting ready to upgrade, and it works on my internet, because I know some people can't. It doesn't work for you. But for me, it works great. I was playing Red Dead Redemption 2, and it felt so good to get my money and my gold and my status back. And I went and bought new horse, new clothes. It was great. It works. But my thing has always been this, folks. Do whatever makes you happy. To each its own. If you're a PlayStation guy, enjoy your PlayStation. If you're an Xbox, enjoy whatever. Have fun, whatever you want. I actually love my Xbox. I love my PS5. My PS5 has actually turned into my sports console, because I play Madden and I play FIFA on my PS5. My Xbox, my son has taken over the Xbox, but I do have PC, which I downloaded Battlefield 42 to my PC. it plays perfect. And I have my Shadow. I upgraded my Shadow. It plays the games perfect, and I'm really having a great time. But once again, like I said, whatever makes you happy, guys. There's PC guys, there's console guys, there's still cloud. Now, guess what? We got handheld guys. Now we got the guys coming out with the Logitech, the Steam Deck, and I'm just loving it.
Don't forget the VR guys.
Oh, you mean that was putting out what's destroying Facebook right now? A lot of jobs right now.
The Google
no,
guys.
that's not. That wasn't the Quest that was destroying Facebook. That was the metaverse, and that's why Zuckerberg's going to be gone.
I think they got a deal. You buy two of those, you get one for free. I think they got that going on right now.
You know what? I can buy that up. I bet you I can buy two of these for the price of one of them damn PSVR 2s and a console.
Oh, I can't wait! Just so you know, I am going to get me my next VR will be with the PS5, folks. That's that's going to be my 50th birthday present to me. Is going to be
there. It is. I will buy you the first game that you will. I want you to stream. It's going to be Beat Saber because we all want to see Ray Dancing.
Oh my god!
I bet you do want to see me beat it. You pervert.
Oh my gosh!
No, I want a military tactical game with the VR. That's what I want. I want a military.
You just want to break out that old.
That Horizon game on the VR looks awesome.
Yeah,
but they
can't wait.
Yeah, they got some stuff. Hey, look, game where you
still here.
I just want a game where you want a game. Just stop bringing up the Activision deal. Please, for the love of
y'all pony, stop crying.
For the love of God,
stop crying.
Stop bringing up the Activision deal.
What are they crying about?
Crying.
That Microsoft's never going to you realize that
they're going to get Call of Duty. Well, we'll let you have it.
You
for
realize
10
they
years.
don't give
10 years is not good
have
enough.
You been watching all of that? Have you watched all of the stuff? That the fact that Microsoft is probably not going to get it.
And I know, because Sony's crying like a bunch of crybabies, man.
You can't. No, it's not the Sony that's causing it. It's the European Union.
Well, now I heard. Hold on, I heard.
They should have realized that.
I heard the USA. I heard in the USA they're starting to go.
The FTC is doing starting
hold up
investigation.
Now.
FTC doing it.
Look, I will say this. It may have been, but I don't like to get political. Y'all know that about me. But come January, there will be a new controlled House of Representatives in the United States. And I'm betting that FTC shit.
They don't give a damn about gaming.
Hey,
they can care less. They don't give a damn.
It's not about gaming.
It's
not about gaming. That's about big business, and we all know who favors big business. In the political world, we all know Team Red favors big business, and which means
they're trying to figure out how they can get Biden's butt out of there. That's what they're gonna be trying to work on. They ain't gonna give a damn about no gaming. They gonna try. How can we get Biden out of here?
Easy. Just let him out of the house a few more times. No. Let Grandpa go.
Hey, you be nice to that 80-year-old. What is he? 81, 80-something-year-old. Be nice to him.
I can say what I want. He won't remember what I'm saying 5 minutes from now.
Don't you don't do that.
All right, let's do something else.
All right, let's talk about Luna. Wait a minute, hold on. Luna.
Hey, what's going on with Luna, man?
45 games.
Didn't you hear they're dying?
So half of the library is leaving in December.
What is going on?
What in the world?
Where's the Luna ambassador? I saw him post something though, but it was about Thanksgiving, not about. I haven't heard anything. Luna ambassadors.
Luna actually just tweeted on my thread about 4 minutes ago, talking about their controller. They were talking about the controller.
Hardware, baby.
Did you hear it's on sale? And
don't.
It's on sale and the Bluetooth's unlocked. So when we shut down, you'll still.
It's the end of line liquidation. That's what it is.
They're getting rid of 45 games to bring in more 45 games.
They're taking a play. Are they? They're taking a play out of Microsoft book and selling controllers and accessories.
Oh man! Oh, dude. come on, man.
At least when they shut down, I won't have to take my Luna
Luna ain't
controller.
shutting down. Luna's not
hold on,
shutting
Ray,
down,
let me
man.
talk, damn it. Let me talk.
It's a fire. It's a fire sale. It's a fire sale.
It's going to be 45 outright games titles.
Damn. Hey, but you know what? In all seriousness, folks, when Luna shuts down, at least I don't have to throw this controller away. Because unlike Stadia, Google, Amazon unlocked the Bluetooth for me. All my Stadia controllers went into a big old pile out in my backyard, and then they went right into my fire pit. And I just watched that go up in smoke, knowing I'll still get my money back.
David Wilson coming here. Nah, Luna about to expand big time.
Right across
Asia. What are you talking about, Russia? Are we talking what? Are we talking about
Google said the same thing about Stadia expanding into Mexico. Man.
Hey, wait. They said Mexico and India. What happened there? They got to Mexico and went bankrupt.
Look, Lunaverse says, I mentioned the cloud doses that they could offset 45 games lost if they drop a bomb and buy Ubisoft.
I've said this before, but I'll say it again. I think if they don't heavily market and like push Luna by the Game Awards, I think it's a done deal that it's closing down. And that's the last push that I could see them do. Like if they were going to add, like replenish those 45 games, it would have to be at the Game Awards. I don't think I've seen Luna particularly like tweet or anything, but I know Amazon Games retweeted the Game Awards, which I know Amazon usually has deals with them. So we'll see. You know,
we'll have to see, man.
David, let me tell you, who's talking to you, David? Luna coming to UK next week.
You know who he heard that from? Either Duncan or Anthony. He probably heard it from Holtz on Anthony's stream.
But hey, don't forget, man.
The Game Award is a really good show because the last year we all remember, I think it was like 15 ads for Luna during the game.
And they dropped like three or four new games.
How many ads?
Stadia had an ad for Google Play games and not Stadia.
Google Play games.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened to that Google Play for PC? Oh, that's right. That's a failed. That was dead on arrival as well. You know, I've seen a trend here that Google needs to just. It is. Nobody uses it. Google doesn't even advertise it anymore. They legit just need to call it quits with gaming and just focus on their shitty hardware and whatnot, and fixing and keeping Android from turning into a disaster. Because any new projects they get their grimy little hands on, they destroy.
Aren't you an Apple?
Yeah, I'm Team Apple.
Yeah, you're Team Apple.
I'm Team Apple.
Okay. There you go, folks. There you go.
Hey,
there it is.
Don't knock Apple when Apple ends up making a new acquisition soon.
Hey, and you tell Apple talking about they about to take Twitter off, man. Did you hear that?
I heard
everybody wants to take Twitter off, man.
But you know what? I also heard that. I saw the tweet from Duncan that Apple that may happen. I take that with a grain of salt. Also, I did also have.
Pretty sure even the Teslas are going to ban Twitter soon.
Hey, but you know what?
Everybody can do a better job at Twitter. Armchair.
Did you see the reports about when Bob Iger came back to Disney?
Samsung, baby.
It was to sell to
Team Pixel, baby.
Disney's about to go up for sale to Apple.
What do you think if Samsung was to launch their own OS?
Didn't they have one? Didn't they have one already?
They had Tizen. They had Tizen.
How'd that work out for them? How'd that work out?
It's all right.
You
learn from your first mistakes and come back.
How did Microsoft do trying to go up against Android and Apple? How'd that work out for Windows phones? God rest their souls. But still, that failed. Nothing. You can't. At this point, it's either Apple or Android. Nobody's going to be able to take those two on. There's no way to just jump in and start a brand new ecosystem and think that it's going to succeed. Microsoft learned that, and why do you think? Look, Microsoft sells Android now. You can't compete with you're either Apple or you're Google. That's where it's at this point. There's no way to make a new operating system and think it's going to be successful.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
everybody's
that's
kind
the
of
reality.
Dismal, this for you, man. This for you.
Oh,
dismal.
hey,
That's for you. That's for you,
don't-
Dismal.
hey, don't knock. That thing was so much. That was so nice. I love that damn thing. I had one or two of them.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you retweeting Amazon Luna stuff. Guys, come on, get a controller. We'll even give you free Luna Plus, except we're removing half the damn games now. We forgot to tell you that part. Whoopsie.
Samsung's making a mobile phone gaming handheld to be the whole market.
It's not going to happen,
Interesting.
Wilson. Get your head out of the clouds. Sorry, I wanted to say that, damn it.
Team Samsung, dude. I got nothing but Samsung everywhere. Go Samsung.
What do you? So you?
I mean, Sony made a phone similar, but that ain't sell like well. That phone did like everything.
Hold on. So if Samsung did that, what is that? What are you going to do? Now you're going to try to convince developers to create a games and things for another ecosystem. How'd that work out for Google? I'm just saying, it's got to either be Androids or it's got to be Apple, because you're not going to get a company to be willing, especially if you want to get into gaming, that's going to be willing to jump down and be like, all right, I'll work on this. I'll work on it for these operating systems, and then let me start yours as well. It's going to be completely different. Yeah, get out of the camera. Get out of here. Damn kids. You know I'm in a fucking podcast. All right, can somebody else talk why it went dead silent? My kid came in.
I don't know.
Windows
Sony has an Xperia 5, 128 gigs, 6.1, 120 hertz, HDR, OLED, 4 optical, focal length, triple camera, 5G.
How much? Cost wise?
$1,300. It's on sale now.
Yeah. I got a new sound bar, man. Ooh,
okay, I'm just saying. There's this thing called inflation. Ain't nobody can afford shit. Nobody's gonna go out and buy that. But
it's a bad value. It's a bad value. It runs Android.
Well, see, there you
Android.
go. There you go. Exactly. And
anyway, folks, don't worry about Luna. Luna's gonna be fine.
Windows on ARM is.
I wouldn't say that.
Be a thing.
Luna's gonna be.
Windows
fine.
on ARM.
I don't know if Luna's gonna be fine.
They actually took my money out of my account today, so I just can't wait to see.
Didn't Stadia
that's what Stadia did. They kept taking money in my account until it ended.
You know what I thought was funny? Everybody was like, "Well, when Luna shuts down, we're gonna get refund." What the hell are you gonna get a refund on? They're not gonna. What would you get a refund?
Luna
what
has
would
no
qualify?
refund to get back.
It's
part of Prime.
Yeah,
it's part of Prime, so you're not gonna get no refund. And then everybody's gonna be like,
first of all, Prime has hit. Prime, I got all kinds of DLCs, free stuff. I will be content. I'll be happy because I think they done really good.
But what I'm saying is, you can't. I think it's.
Nah, man, I need Amazon Luna to give me a refund, just like Google gave a refund. I don't care if it was Prime.
Google gave refunds on games you bought. Luna has no games that you're buying. You're paying for a subscription service that does not constitute shit. Read the fine print, damn it. Read the terms and conditions.
But with Stadia though, you were paying $10 to play 4K games.
No, you weren't. You didn't get
awesome games in 4K, optimized games with DLC.
What game was 4K?
Maker, give me a 4K game that was on Stadia.
Upscale to 4K, upscale to 60 FPS.
Upscale doesn't.
Division 2.
There was some games that were 4K.
Super who?
Division 2.
There was
Division 2. Okay.
Eternal Doom, Resident Evil.
We're refunding all of Ray's statements about Amazon Luna.
Maybe Resident Evil 7, not Resident Evil 8.
Is CloudNationTV refunding anything? Yes, you have to talk to JD about that. JD, you gotta talk to JD. Talk to the ponies.
Look,
Star ponies.
In January, we will have stated a refund to all those participants who joined us for Cloud Station TV and put in the pickles. We're figuring it out as we just came to this conclusion that we're shutting it down. So we'll let you know once we talk to the lawyers.
DrSpaceman wants to thank you very much for the PS5. Bye, bitches.
Don't read the fine print.
Wait, I looked up. There ain't no fine print. Who didn't?
I got a PS5 now. Shut it down. Bye, bitches.
Oh, Chris, I can't even read, Chris. I'm not reading that out loud. I'm not reading that one, damn it.
Okay.
I got a jar of Mount Olive fresh crunchy pickles in my refrigerator. You can pick any pickle you want,
Crunchy?
Chris, and they're crunchy, they're juicy. They're about like that size pickles.
Why are you
real good? What? I'm telling the size of my pickles.
Yeah.
God damn it! You know what? I'm getting the. Hold on.
It's just the right size, apparently.
Hey, we're not on Twitch, Ray. We can't stream this. Oh my God! His wife's gonna walk. Ray, why are you? Ray's gonna. His wife's gonna show up. Be like, why are you measuring your pickle on stream?
And we're about to get a pickle demonstration from Ray.
For the first time ever, I'm gonna show my pickles. Look at that Mount Olive. Look at that kosher dill spears.
They're spears.
Yeah. Look at that. Look how juicy that. Look at it.
You gotta get a mouthful of pickle there.
Look at that. Look, you got the juices just dripping off the pickles. Look,
Oh, he really shoved that in there.
Oh my God!
It was like almost a whole pickle.
Pickle and array.
Just love stuffing
pickles.
God.
Does Stream Connect on Stadia. That is wondering what's going on. We got Pickle Ray in the house.
Oh my God! Dude, I got pickle juice on the side of my beard. Hold on.
It had to happen.
You just love having that pickle juice on your beard?
Oh my God!
Slurp it up.
You're welcome, people of the public.
Oh shit!
Yep.
Oh man!
All right, and that's how we end it, folks. Our show's over. We're gonna end it on Ray eating his own pickle.
Ray pickles.
Actually, that's Maker on his OnlyFans, folks. If you really want to see somebody there.
God damn!
Ray
eating his own pickle is a great ending to the show.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, that's
Wow.
I can't. Oh man.
I don't even know how.
It's been quite a magical.
All right, Maker, say something. Maker, say something.
I'm speechless right now.
There was pickles and juice. I don't know what show I'm on it for. Are we sure we're not live
that as the juicy news?
Yeah, God. Lord.
Oh man, man.
Just gonna pull.
Is there?
You guys wanted to talk about any news, or is still recollecting the show, or?
I mean, what news was there? How much more news was there besides? Because I know there was some, but the bulk of it was taken over by Amazon. You know, getting rid of 45 games and not saying anything else. They straight up pulled a Google on that one.
What did GFN do this week?
Oh yeah,
nothing. Did they do not much?
They did do a promo for Black Friday.
They got a promo. They got an awesome promo.
Gift card, you get an extra 20, I think.
Right.
Yeah, and they got I think four games maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, Evil Rest, Ships of Fools, Crisis 2 and 3 remastered. Yeah.
Which they already had, but they just added the other storefront, so nothing really new there. So they basically got 2 games, and they just added the same game back again, but on a different storefront. I know Boostroid added 4 more games as well, but I think the biggest take from GFN was just the gift cards that you get. I mean, because game-wise, I wasn't wowed by the 2 games that they added.
Yeah. Let's see.
It wasn't.
Xbox Game
Evil
Pass.
West is an awesome game, folks.
Yeah, I heard some good
Xbox-
stuff about
Evil
that.
West
Xbox
is pretty good.
I heard some mixed stuff about it. I heard that it was like a an older game trapped in a new skin.
My man, shout out to CGD Games Lee. He streamed it. He actually got on my stream last night and told me to get this game, so I might check it out. What's going on? Ashes to ashes.
Ashes to ashes in
Ashes,
the building.
what's up, man?
The
What's going
Luna
on?
ambassador has arrived. Thankfully, he can siphon all of the negative issues about Luna shutting down now that they're getting rid of 45 games, correct?
Yeah,
Or are we going to get a no
Ashes,
comment?
you miss Ray getting a mouthful of juicy pickle.
Oh, it was dripping. It was everywhere. I don't know why.
So this is
Hey,
Evil
don't flash
West.
your pickle
Looks
live on
pretty
TV, damn it. Ron, you know what? To be honest, I could see that happening. That's a sad thing, damn it.
You mentioned
Oh,
Luna and Ashes rises from his own ass. Oh, damn.
Oh man.
Chris, come on, Chris.
Damn,
What happened?
Oh
That's very
dang,
sexual.
son.
Well, hold up. So I can expect that from Ron, but damn, Chris just straight up mic dropped the whole way.
What happened? Also, that sounds very sexual. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ray got a.
It pretty much was. He slow motioned it and everything. No,
I didn't slow mo. No, that's you in your head. So now,
Oh,
wait a
my
minute. Hold on, mother.
Oh,
I ain't
my
fucking. Now, see, now that's him talking about some slow motion. Let's see, Vet. Something wrong with Vet, man, because I ain't do no slow motion,
shit.
nothing.
No,
with
we
no
were
picture.
talking about
Oh,
how Luna
You
my
were
is
savoring it.
dying.
Yo,
Yeah, we
man.
were talking about how Amazon Luna
It's
dying
embedded.
because they're getting rid of
It's embedded in his head.
45 games, so they're shutting down. That's why they're discounting controllers and giving a free month of service because they're going to shut it down in like
we
30
don't-
days or something like that.
We don't know yet that they're gonna shut down, but it's not looking good
No,
because
they're
we know
following the
they're
Google
pretty
playbook
much
there.
already at a skeleton crew, and there's been layoff part of the cloud gaming team, and 45 games are leaving the
Chris.
service in December. So
Damn,
Mm,
it's
mm.
getting spicy up here with Chris now.
Luna will not go until it goes to Canada.
Oh man.
Ouch. Ouch.
Ooh,
The last blog
Icy.
post Luna had was in October.
Yeah, wait,
oh, I
games
didn't even know
leaving.
they
I missed
did
that.
blog posts.
Yeah, apparently
Yeah.
there's 45 games that are set to leave Amazon Luna.
Yeah, but they got saved over $100 on this Amazon Luna Gaming pack for Cyber Monday. So they do have a special sale.
But that's an Amazon Prime. That's their.
But this is what I'm
do.
but this is what I'm saying though. They had a blog every month, July, August, September, October. There's none for November. Unless they pop out one.
This is towards the
tomorrow.
end. Well,
No, this is how it starts. This is how it started with Stadia, and they slowly everything started to go silent. And they dropped some random shit that no one cared about. Now we're going to see the same demise of Luna, unfortunately.
Can't help but think that Amazon and Ubi have something going on. It could be. I haven't seen any indication that it's going this way, but it could be.
They got a silent affair going on, huh?
Mm, mm, mm.
Does the other cloud gamers know about this?
Wait, what?
Oh my gosh. Oh, bro.
Ashes says, I would not be surprised. Honestly, the economy has changed everything. That is a big factor.
That is a fact.
Mhm.
That is a fact.
Mhm.
Hey, Ashes, I will say this. Don't tweet that out because the Twitterverse will eat that up and just take it from there and spin that shit to saying Amazon's dead. And then first it'll be Luna's dead. Oh, the economy's changing. Now Amazon's is done. Because you know how people on Twitter are. Anything to spin a title just to get views and shit. No, I would say so. I said Boosteroid added 4. They added Foxhole, Farthest Frontier, Soulstone Survivors, and some game called Slay the Spire, which I've heard of, but I don't know anything about it. So I'm gonna assume
I
they're.
heard many good things about Slay the Spire.
Yeah, it's fun.
I feel like I've heard other people say that I should try it out.
It's
and
one
it's
of
this really
Duncan's
cool game.
favorite games.
It's a card
Well,
game.
we know
You'd
he
hate
won't
it.
play it on that platform because he says that platform is the devil. So,
I did trace. I did try Slay the Spire once or twice. I find it a lot of fun, but it's not for everyone. So
I need games that I can kill people in. So
Uh,
there are a few games out there that I
you
follow
should really play Goat Simulator.
Oh, he
I've
would
been
love
told-
Simulator.
I've
He
been
would,
told
yeah.
I have been told that I should try
Yeah.
that out.
Yeah, that's definitely
You know what game that I wish more people played was Chivalry 2. That is a fantastic game, medieval, just slicing and dice and killing.
Fun, but it's not my.
It's not for everyone. It's got a battle royale. That's pretty much it. But I mean, come on now, you're basically in medieval times killing people. So it's just chaos and using horses to ride around and kill people, and battle axes and swords, and that's it. And even if you lose limbs, you can still kill people. So
That's good. So,
it's a lot of fun.
pretty sure there was some news we had that we had planned. Oh yeah, there's been for the longest time some talk that Sony blocked Game Pass from going on the PlayStation. But did you know that apparently Microsoft blocked PlayStation Plus from going to Xbox? So both, in my opinion, don't make sense. Game Pass doesn't belong on PlayStation, and PlayStation Plus doesn't belong on Xbox. But people were making a case about that. Like, I've seen many people comment about that on Twitter, that it was anti-consumer, that PlayStation was blocking Game Pass from going to the PlayStation. It's not their service. It's a console that you pay an extremely cheap price to give you a premium access to their content. The Xbox is exactly the same. But yeah, apparently it came out, I don't know if it's in reaction to all of that Sony pushed to get PlayStation Plus on the Xbox, and Microsoft blocked it. No surprise there.
You remember when
This sounds like
oh, I'm sorry.
I was going to say, this sounds like the same thing that happened with crossplay when PlayStation wanted to put crossplay on Xbox and Xbox denied it. And then they came back later saying we want to put crossplay on PlayStation. Xbox up to their old.
Whatever happened when
again.
you had the Nintendo CEO, you had the PlayStation, and they all was on the same stage at a game award, and everybody was in peace. What happened? What happened? You know what?
I don't know if people were at peace.
Money. That's what it comes down to. Competing.
Was it peace, or was it because they were live on? They were on a stage in front of millions of people or whatever. They were in public eye.
GFN, Ludiverse says GFN isn't an Xbox service, but I can't play it on there, being a devil's advocate.
So,
yes,
but why would you? But
yeah, I mean, you could do that with
their crappy xCloud service. Oh, yeah. That's right. You would use the better service of the two.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, and you know why Microsoft doesn't want PlayStation Plus on there? Because they don't want people to realize that the size of the catalogs. That you're going to get people that are going to be playing more PlayStation games than they are Game Pass games. So of course you don't want that shit on there.
I just wish Microsoft would just stop with calling themselves this and that. Oh, we're the weaker console. We just want peace. We just want this and that. And it's like, just stop talking.
We're seeing it from
make
both
some
sides
games.
right now.
But mostly from Microsoft. Because this is Microsoft's push to get something that they want. I put money down. I want to get this deal done. I want to get this deal done because of whatever. And so we're going to talk about this and we're going to position ourselves to look PlayStation doing what they're going to do. They're going to respond in kind, but Microsoft's the one that's going out here trying to make themselves look like the most, like they can't put out any games. They don't have enough money. You got enough money to get these deals, but you don't have enough money to make all these games and make your service and make everything more competitive. And it's like, it's a bunch of BS.
And Sony's doing the same thing, dude. What the hell are you talking about?
No, Sony is just responding. Sony is just responding to what Microsoft is talking about. They're not. They're just responding in kind to what Microsoft. Oh well, we offer PlayStation 10 years of Call of Duty, and
shut the hell up and move on and go
Sony
get your own IPs.
You don't want that. They don't want that. But then they turn around and say it's about. We're going to do it on Call of Duty, but it's about mobile gaming. And what is PlayStation going? PlayStation is going into the mobile market. We just saw the news. We've been saw the news. They're trying to go into China, trying to go in this mobile industry. And so PlayStation also is making a play into mobile. PlayStation don't want it just because of Call of Duty as well. They're responding to Call of Duty, but Microsoft is a competitor in the mobile space as well to PlayStation, to what PlayStation does. So, of course, PlayStation doesn't want it just outside of Call of Duty. They don't want the deal to go through because they have the biggest mobile games. Microsoft has King. Well, they will have King. They will have Candy Crush. They have Minecraft, which is super over popular for global players.
I would argue that like Minecraft, I don't even think is like anywhere near the top mobile game.
No, you want to. I would, if you're going to say top mobile games, it's not Microsoft, because Call of Duty Mobile is probably one of the top mobile games, and that's not owned by Microsoft or Sony. That's Tencent that has that. Tencent would be the one that's the biggest one to go after if you're going into the mobile gaming market. That's who you want to go up against.
have a huge mobile presence.
Yeah,
right now.
and let's be real, Call of Duty Mobile surpasses almost everything else when you're looking at mobile games. How big the game is.
Actually, you'd be surprised that they're bigger. Like Arena Free Fire is like one of like the top mobile like games.
Does it have Does it have esports leagues that are televised? Okay, well, it's to who? What country?
China's big on it, and India.
No one cares. We don't get to see what's in China. We're in America. They blocked that.
Microsoft. It says Minecraft Mobile has generated $380 million in revenue since 2021.
That's not a ridiculous amount.
No, that's probably Microsoft just punched in a bunch of numbers on their keyboard and then came up with that, and it's like, all right, we'll just go with that.
It was just for the mobile edition, not for the console sales or anything like that. For the Pocket edition of Minecraft.
Genshin Impact came out in 2020. It's been about 2 years, and it has made over $3.5 billion.
Oh,
that's in 2 years.
But Microsoft has said Minecraft is better because it's Minecraft.
Right, but this is what I'm saying. In comparison to PlayStation coming to the point of PlayStation, where everybody's talking about, well, PlayStation is crying. Well, PlayStation doesn't have anything in mobile that is even making.
I mean,
that.
Xbox.
But
after God of War came out, what did PlayStation? What did Xbox have,
bro?
I'm talking about mobile. I'm talking about mobile. I'm not talking about console spaces. And
I know.
everything else.
I'm talking in general. Yeah. I was just talking in general.
What I'm pointing out is, by the way, Genshin Impact is only 12th in like the highest grossing mobile games. Like Arena Free Fire is like 10th. You've got like Candy Crush at 7th, Pokemon Go at 6th. PUBG Mobile is at $8.4 billion made on PUBG Mobile. That's insane.
There's a big market than mobile.
There's a lot more games out there in mobile that are making way more money, even than Candy Crush. Like Honor of Kings is a 10-cent game, $14.6 billion, which is like, that's crazy.
What game?
Right. And
Honor of Kings. Arena of Valor. Yeah.
Right. And I'm not denying that there's better mobile games or mobile games are selling. I'm just talking about in the context of a PlayStation versus Xbox, the deal that everybody keeps talking about. Sony, I'm specifically talking about between those two companies. Yes, Sony does have bigger fish to fry when it comes to mobile. Obviously, get freaking PlayStation Plus premium on, get the streaming service on mobile. They need to do that. They need to put out some games on mobile in the first place in order to compete as well. But specifically in the arena of Microsoft versus Xbox with the deal, Sony is scared of Microsoft attaining a mobile presence versus in regards to the deal, in the topic of the deal that's going on.
Yeah, if mobile is a big concern, it really doesn't show it in the documents at the very least. For the most part, they're talking about like the Call of Duty IP, which I mean it has presence in mobile, but it's just not as big as that King acquisition. And just to point out, like King was said to like surpass Call of Duty in revenue, or Activision in revenue recently,
which is not surprising.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
mobile's growing way faster than the console or PC space right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I mean, it's fair for them wanting to do them wanting to get into the PC and mobile space, which I've talked about, like Blizzard being a huge one for the PC space, and then King for mobile. To me, it's just super beneficial for them if they got the acquisition, and it would probably solidify them in that space, which right now they have like little to no presence in either of those spaces.
Yeah. Yep.
And I don't think it should necessarily be about how big the purchase is. I think it should be how does it affect the overall like market in that particular market. If it's going to be a monopoly, then yeah, I can definitely
with Ludicrous, they're all gearing up for mobile.
Yeah. Mobile is the next is the frontier. I mean, it's been there for a minute, but that's why, like you said earlier, there's a bunch of handhelds, there's a bunch of mobile, there's Game Pass on mobile, there's PlayStation released the Backbone controller. Like, there's so much stuff for just mobile in general, man, and so that's where it's at for all the money.
10 years, man. Here you go. 10 years. 10 years.
I do think at the same time, it is a bit hypocritical of like PlayStation to talk about how Xbox could if they gained a market share, that they could increase the cost of games in their consoles when Sony has been doing that. And I'm
Hey Ray, that started with 2K, man. 2K started charging $70 first.
but to be fair, like so Sony did start pushing that, where Microsoft's games are still at a lower price, which I have no issue with. It's just for them to go out and say Microsoft will do it. At the end of the day,
they're competitors, man.
Yeah,
you don't want to see your competitor get the upper hand.
Yeah,
I respect Sony. Like, whoa, wait a minute, stop the brakes. And I get it. But at the end of the day, if Sony could, they would do the same damn thing, dude. If they had the money, they would have done a deal like that.
It's one is not right, one is not wrong. They're just doing their job. Microsoft's trying to make the big acquisition that will put them in a very strategic position, and that is bad for Sony. And put it however you want. If Microsoft gets the acquisition, it's a big hit against Sony. I've seen a lot of people denying, no, it doesn't concern Sony. Yes, it does. It does 100% concern Sony.
It does.
It is bad for their business.
PlayStation never came out and put any company out when Sony came out.
No, I mean they did, but I'm just saying, like, that's fine. Like, but I don't like the fact that people are trying to place this thing on like people that love or respect each console to say all this back and forth, and it's just like what Doc is saying, just let the companies duke it out like they're supposed to, let them
It's
represent.
politics.
It's politics. I'm perfectly fine playing my PlayStation. Like I don't really care about the deal. If it goes through, it goes through. If it don't, it don't. And people and the company's going to have to come up with a different strategy to compete, no matter if the deal, whichever way it sides on. I don't really. I care as far as like, oh yeah, man, whatever, but I don't care. Like, it's not. I don't care, man. Like,
But
as long as I
the
get the
fact
games
is,
I'm playing, I'm good.
it's such a sizable acquisition that will tip the scale so much. Like if it goes through, it's a major win for Xbox. And yes, it'll be costly for Sony. It's potentially a lot of revenue that Sony can lose. So Microsoft's job right now is to make sure that this acquisition goes through, and there's a lot of politics involved. Sony, on the other hand, their job is to try to keep the status quo that's been there before and prevent that acquisition from going through. No matter if it's good or bad for the consumers, it's their job. So doing
Yep.
that is not anti-consumer. Doing that
Nope.
is doing their job to keep their current stand in the market. So we're not talking about good versus bad, who's right. We're talking about two companies going against each other to keep their share of the market. So it's entirely economic, it's entirely business, and the consumers optic right now is not involved in that. It's all the politics around it. So that's why people are trying to take sides. There's no sides to pick.
Yeah,
You look
there's
at
no
what's going
side.
on, and the politicians will take a decision in the end, and that's what's going to roll. So there's no good or bad. It's just two sides going against each other. That's how I see it.
Right, and they have to see these things come. That's their company's job. That's their job to see things and foresee, like, oh, my competitors are doing this. They're gonna buy out this company. All right, we should probably prepare. So Sony should probably prepare. I think they are preparing just in case. Now we can all sit up here and say, well, they got SOCOM, they got all these IPs, and they need to push these IPs out, and that will make Call of Duty. Nobody knows for sure if it will sell that well, and they can make some sales, but it's not for certain. They can do everything. And same thing with Xbox. They can buy Activision and Blizzard, and Activision's mostly said they don't want to put a lot of their games. I think it was Blizzard. Blizzard didn't want to put most of their games on Game Pass. That they came out and said that as well. So just because Xbox gets Activision Blizzard doesn't mean all the Blizzard games going on Game Pass,
Well,
right?
it's
And so it's
Activision as well. They don't want Call of Duty on Game Pass.
right, and so they're going to have to. Xbox still has to find a way, right? Even though they're getting residual money because they own them, they still have to find a way for their own studios and for their own brand to forge ahead, because they can't put those certain games on Game Pass that everybody expects them to. So at the end, like Doc said, you just let them play it out, get the verdict, and we'll roll from there. But there's no sides, man. There's no sides.
And just to address what Ludo's saying here, sorry to say, man, PlayStation took out On Live and Gaikai arguably. Yes, but no. What happened? On Live was failing. Gaikai acquired them, incorporated within their service. Then Jack Tretton, back then at Sony at PlayStation, went through the acquisition along with the team. I think Phil Harrison was part of the team negotiating that, or I think it was out. I think it was Jack Tretton that did the acquisition, and they set up PlayStation Now, which was supposed to get a large investment. Then leadership changed over at PlayStation. Sean Layden stepped in, and Sean Layden didn't like cloud gaming at all. He also didn't like the handheld PlayStation Vita. I'm sorry about this. So when he stepped in, the PlayStation Vita had been out for 2 years. He canceled everything. Like, he shut down the PlayStation Vita. It's not because it was a failure, because he didn't like it. He wanted all the resources focused on the PS4, so he shut it down. And as for PlayStation Now, which was apparently it was playing really well when they were testing it out. He cut the budget for the streaming service, like for the cloud service for hosting. He pretty much shut down the entire R&D department for PlayStation Now and increased the price of the subscription. Like he sabotaged it. So yes, Sony acquired Gaikai along with the OnLive tech and didn't take full advantage of it. It sucks, but it wasn't a change of leadership. They had big plans for it, and within the changes in leadership, it ended up not being taken full advantages of. And today we're seeing a big change in that. Sony's doing a lot of work for cloud, even though the consumer side, the platform still need a lot of work in terms of the UI and getting access on more platform. The technology has been really refined. It's working really well for the stream quality. I don't know if you guys wanted to add anything on this or.
Battlefield 2042. They even threw Battlefield 42 under the bus, threw EA under the bus, and they basically said, this ain't working. Sony said, look, Battlefield 2042 ain't working.
It can't compete.
It can't compete.
Can't compete with Call of Duty.
Exactly.
It can't. It can't not. It
They
can't
got
not
the
sell.
numbers
Right
right.
now, I would argue Battlefield was pretty strong way back in the day, but it's been on a steady decline.
That's what Sony did.
It's not the
Sony said, sorry EA, but we got a Battlefield 2042. Here you go.
Numbers
You
to
can't
back
compete.
it up.
Yeah, they got the numbers. Yeah, I mean,
So,
that's a hard pill to swallow,
bad,
but
bro.
it's true. It's facts. Like because Battlefield. Go ahead, Maker man.
I was gonna say Battlefield was like a relatively close rival to Call of Duty, but Call of Duty, like after like Modern Warfare, really took ahead of Battlefield, and it's just Battlefield never really recovered after that. They had like misstep after misstep. Battlefield 1, like I think Battlefield 4 was the only like relatively good one in a long time, and it's just been a mess since then. And I don't necessarily would like. Do I think that franchise could be more successful? Heck yeah. You never know if like Battlefield was the one to take off instead of Call of Duty. I think it could easily be reversed. EA has money. They're able to throw that at a studio if it's that successful.
Success breeds talent.
But
Yeah.
but it's still EA. Still EA.
I think I'm just saying that it's possible to create, like, just look at the surge of PUBG. PUBG at one point was more popular, more successful than Call of Duty when it really took off. Granted, it has fallen off since then, but at one point in time, PUBG was bigger than Call of Duty.
I mean, you could say that. You could say the case, and this is what I don't like about the fanboys as well. Like when you think about the 360 and versus the PS3 era, when Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare first came out, the biggest multiplayer game was that, and it was Halo 3 at the time. Those were the two juggernauts of like online multiplayer gaming. Borderlands was just getting started out there in looter shooter. And what else? Yeah, you had SOCOM prior to that, but SOCOM wasn't doing those numbers as Battlefield, as Call of Duty, as even Medal of Honor before that. Nobody else has come close to the numbers outside of like Apex. I'm talking about like a similar, like Call of Duty, like a army type simulator type thing. No one has outside of Battlefield has come close. And you look at all the studios behind Call of Duty. I mean, what they got, like 6 studios working on Call of Duty annually to keep that thing running. I mean,
but yeah, well, I mean, they're able to push out yearly releases like consistently. Plus, manage Warzone, their battle royale mode. That's a big undertaking, especially when if you look at most like AAA games take like 4 to 7 years to make. It is a lot of work on those studios, and it makes sense. It's kind of like with Fortnite. Like Fortnite's like, the amount of people working on Fortnite now compared to when it first started is insane.
Right.
And that's what you do. You ramp up with growth, with success. And that's Fortnite's a success story in that.
The amount
same
of
with Call of Duty.
I don't. Go ahead.
I was just saying, the content is incredible on Fortnite. The amount they're able to push out in short amount of times, it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think the argument should be that PlayStation should make SOCOM and all these other IPs into multiplayers, and that should go against Call of Duty. That should be their plan. I think the conversation should be PlayStation should work on those IPs. They should try to get those brands back into mainstream, and see what happens with that, and see if they can pull that off, because that will just overall make PlayStation. They will have some multiplayer games that people on PlayStation will love and will enjoy. I don't think they necessarily need to compete with Call of Duty. I just think they just really need to work on those games, and everybody will be fine.
I would just extend the 10 years. I would extend the 10 years with Call of Duty. Look. There's PlayStation guys, there's Xbox guys. Let's make everybody happy, and let's extend it even longer so everybody can enjoy it and try and come back to the table and work something out. And do it like that, because at the end of the day, PlayStation guys, they're gonna get their Call of Duty. Xbox guys, they're gonna get the Call of Duty, and then now with PC and all the handheld and all this other stuff, and then Microsoft, whatever Call of Duty movie, whatever Call of Duty thing, because you own the rights or whatever, you do that, and let PlayStation gamers play Call of Duty. That's what I would, I do that.
Yeah. PlayStation can make it without Call of Duty. I won't be. Nintendo made it without Call of Duty. They haven't had Call of Duty since the Wii. Call of Duty World War. That war. You know what I'm saying?
It's because it's not about one particular game. Well, it is with Nintendo. Nintendo is, Nintendo. It's Mario. Well, I don't know with Xbox anymore nowadays, and Sony has enough titles that they don't need Call of Duty. They want it, and it's understandable. They don't need it.
Yeah, what did Nintendo drop like?
Fortnite.
What was it? Nintendo dropped like 4 brand new games from their IP this year. Like we had Splatoon 3.
Yes, Splatoon 3 did numbers. Splatoon 3 sold 7.9 million copies.
JD, it doesn't matter. Nintendo's dead. They don't have Call of Duty. They can't survive. I mean, seriously, it's not the end of the world if Call of Duty doesn't get there. I get the mudslinging. It's not surprising. It's going to happen between Microsoft and Sony. Microsoft's going to say whatever they can to get the deal completed. Sony's going to counter it with whatever they can to force the deal not to go through. And Activision's like, dude, I don't give a fuck. Just somebody buy us.
Yeah, I'm right there after that.
Like, hey, we don't care. We just want someone to buy us, damn it. Maker, just get on that and go buy Activision for us.
Yeah, just buy Activision. Activision just wants to.
I don't have quite that much.
Get a clean slate. Activision Blizzard just wants a clean slate, and they just want some money to pump out some games and get rid of that bad stuff that happened. That's all that Activision wants.
It's no different than I want EA to put out a good football game and a good hockey game, but we know that ain't never going to happen.
Just catching up on the chat here, but like I've been saying, it's not a good versus bad. It's both companies playing their own side, and
it's gaming mudslinging.
It's gonna happen. If Sony was to try to acquire Activision Blizzard, Microsoft would 100% be doing the same.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, Ludo. Damn.
TSNL is based on Gaikai, but then took OnLive, which was a
Right,
competitor,
exactly.
is what I read. They bought the cloud gaming market. The main competitors back then, arguably.
Ludo, if Microsoft pulled that stunt, the publicity that they would have, the negative publicity they would get, would rival that of Google.
I mean, don't think.
Xbox can always pull a mixer on COD.
Dude.
Is that what you're talking about, or?
Yeah, that's what, I caught that part because I saw the word mixer. I was like, oh, are they coming? Oh no, that's right, they can. But no, I'm just, if that were to ever happen, could you imagine the negative publicity that would rival? That'd be on par with Google. They'd be catching up to Google on some of the negative publicity that would happen.
If they take it over and then it doesn't make money, you know,
they're going to sell it. They'll cut their losses and sell it. Is what they'll do. I don't see them scrapping it because that would be.
Well, they might use the IP for something, but
they'll make a Call of Duty movie like Halo.
Yeah, Call of Duty movies and stuff like that. License it out to like Netflix and stuff like that.
But you know what? If Microsoft were to get rid of it, if Microsoft were to ruin it, you know, like EA has with Madden now, somebody else is going to take the spot. Somebody's going to come out with a new game. It's going to take it over. Sony, just go back in your library, make a new SOCOM, and we'll forget about Call of Duty.
I do think like Sony has kind of cut back on those like live service type games, and it's apparent with their reportings that they're working on that.
I just want another SOCOM. That's all I want.
I do find it funny when they talk about how much more Call of Duty makes on their platform than all their first party IP, and then I just think, but they're all like one player games. They're not live service titles. You're not gonna make near as much on those games as a live service one will.
Nah. And they're the market share leader. They're gonna make the most anyway. They're gonna sell the most. Most of the time, they're going to sell the most as a market share leader. You're going to sell the most on the console that has the most market share.
Brian, I'm okay with that. EA effed up FIFA. They've pretty much destroyed Madden. Besides,
they still make money, man. They still making money.
Anthem,
still making money. They still making money, bro.
Madden,
no matter what they got, as long as they got
Star Wars,
as long as they got the logos and the players, people.
And it's only going to take until somebody else can get access to.
I'm hoping. I hope 2K or Maximum. I can't wait to see what Maximum.
The NFL wants. The NFL. It looks at it's what's best for business. It's not about companies. We see that with DirecTV. Because how'd that work out with DirecTV and locking down NFL Sunday Ticket for so long? They've already lost that shit because it's done at the end of the season.
If you ask me, I would want for the deal to go through, just because I feel like Activision, Blizzard, and Xbox, they share the same DNA as far as their who they are with their game with their games. And I would like for them to go through, honestly, to put fire on Sony back to continue to invest in live service games and to have multiplayer games. They acknowledge that they lack in multiplayer games and live service, and I want Sony to do what they said they're going to do at the beginning of the generation, is to invest in live service multiplayer games. I do want that to go through. The only side effect to that is that I don't like Xbox as right now. They haven't proven to me that they can manage the studios and everything that they already have. Still, they can't manage them correctly. And I fear for those games that are just going under that management as a whole.
I think that Microsoft has had trouble trying to figure out what approach that they should take. Personally, I'm more of a fan of their like hands-off approach that they've been kind of going as of late, giving them a little bit more freedom, like as you see with Psychonauts 2 and Double Fine, as well as like Obsidian with games like Pentiment. I'm all for giving these studios room to create, but at the same time, they should definitely work on getting a steadier hand. I know they they did have more like steadier hand back in like Xbox One, Xbox 360 era, where they were a lot more involved on their studios. But I mean, that was also somewhat to its detriment back then.
No,
It's like-
Brian, I agree with you on that statement. I'm not knocking you on it. I agree. EA is EA don't care about anything but making money.
But yeah, I agree with you, Maker, on this. It looks like lately Xbox has been letting creativity a bit too loose, and they're not making market research as to what the consumers want. So there's amazing games that have been coming to Game Pass that are going all kind of directions, but it doesn't stick with the players as much as we'd want to.
Yeah. I think Xbox knows this, and I think they're trying to find a balance. At least, and I just want to say, like, some of their recent games are actually really, really good. You know, Psychonauts 2 was nominated for a lot of stuff. Even I would say, you know, their work with Asobo, with Microsoft Flight Sim, Playground Games with Forza Horizon 5. Like, some of these are like honestly really great games that I feel like a lot of people overlook. And while they might not be like the bangers that PlayStation has, I still value Xbox. And I hope at the very least Xbox gets something to put pressure on Sony to work on their, in my opinion, their subscription service. Because I mean, we had Stray come out on PlayStation Plus as a day-and-date title, which I loved. I think that was a great thing for PlayStation to do. But then for them to get no other new titles coming to the subscription service, I just felt like like Sony needs to do more. Like, and then for them to complain about how successful Game Pass is or how fast it's growing, it's because PlayStation is investing enough into it.
I can see Sony makes beautiful games, and I can see, man, I can see them cranking out an awesome multiplayer game. I do remember Killzone. I do remember The Resistance and SOCOM. They can make an awesome. I mean, they make fantastic games. I guarantee you, they can do some multiplayer games.
Yeah, and
even Uncharted and The Last of Us. Yeah.
Last of Us had a really good multiplayer when it came out. I was kind of sad when they didn't come out with like a version with the part 1. You know, that would have been like really the thing to sell me on that. Like if they re-upped that multiplayer, I would have totally got it day one.
Yeah, Bungie is a studio they were gonna have to leverage quite a bit.
Yeah.
If they want to do a new Killzone, if they can have Bungie pitch in like co-produce the game, they could get a really nice shooting going, like a nice gameplay action, and make the game a success.
Bungie has some of like the best.
Destruction All Stars. I went back and re-downloaded just to see what's going on, and even that is a decent game. It's a pretty decent game now, and it's just a shame that it didn't get the, I don't know. Like I feel like this when it comes to PlayStation games with the multiplayer, people don't really support it, or Sony stops it. I felt like that with Drive Club. Drive Club was amazing. I think Drive Club was, if that was still alive today, that will give people that don't like Sims like a different, like Forza Horizon versus Drive Club. I could kind of see that being a thing. You know what happened to the Order 1886. It just yeah.
I really liked the Order. It had a really good vibe, and it just kind of sucks that they never really took that any further. You know?
Yeah, Drive Club wasn't supported. You know,
like Gravity Rush as well was like a franchise that I thought was like really solid.
They did remaster the first two, and they are getting some love right now on the PS5.
Bring it back.
They
got it.
A series with it, but the fact that like that studio is no longer with Sony is it just sucks.
Bring it back. Just oh shit. Hold on.
I do
What's
hope
going on
It's
over there?
gaming after night there.
Oh
I
my
hope that
gosh.
I hope that their live service games are successful and that they're able to produce more of those types of titles. Mag was really ambitious.
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
You mean this mag?
Matt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mag was
Mag.
really ambitious.
Every time I try and trade it in, sir, you can't trade that in. We can't take this for a trade. Why not? Well, sir, nobody can play. Yeah, they can. People can still play. I'm always trying to get a dumb one, but I can't get one.
I feel like the games are too ambitious, or they have been. One, it's either too ambitious, and people are like, it's just a small niche of people that enjoys it, or two, it's a really good game, and then they stop supporting it for some reason. And they're gonna have to find a balance. They're just gonna, Sony's just gonna have to like stick in multiplayer. Like just lose some money, get the community up and running, and just let the games just run.
Maker told me his favorite game. It was the Fraction Butthole.
Hey,
I still gotta play this one.
I'll tell you right now.
I got a crack at this game.
Microsoft, when they dropped Sea of Thieves, and it was like extremely mediocre, and for them to let Rare like continue to support it to the point where like it was a very enjoyable game now is insane, and it shows it with its like the updates and the amount of people that are still playing it today.
Yeah,
earlier
Drop Club was the same. They dropped all those free updates, but they should have just did a number 2. I really just feel like, yeah.
But Maker, earlier you did mention Psychonauts 2, and that in the last like 3 years, Psychonauts 2 is the closest Xbox has been to getting it right, in my opinion. Like being in the right direction, delivering a game just like what the consumer wants and that people stick with. There's also Forza Horizon is a great game, but I feel like not a lot of people stuck with it, and like it's a beautiful game to play. But for me personally, I go in the game and it's like I get bored quickly for some reason.
Well, first of all, didn't that come out when another mega hit game came out?
Gran Turismo 7 or
no? What Forbidden Horizon came out? What game came out?
Forbidden
Elden Ring.
Yes.
Elden Ring. Elden Ring and Horizon.
I would have never had those games come out around the same time.
Oh yeah, I mean timing is big too. Yeah.
Yeah, but that was more of a third party though, Elden Ring. So
yeah, and I think Forza Horizon 5, I think it did like the best in the franchise, which is really good to see that like some of Microsoft's IP are still.
See, you guys don't talk Flight Simulator.
Flight Sim is a technical marvel.
It's a masterpiece.
It like the fact that it uses like the cloud technology to pull satellite data to get like real-time weather and like real-time like satellite shots for the places you're flying over is insane. You know, I'm still kind of shocked that more people don't acknowledge how great of a game that is, even from like a technical standpoint. So
I want Microsoft to stop like they are, or they seem to be doing. Just let the studios do their thing, let it cook,
they've been on an up and up.
do the marketing right, and just sit back. Halo Infinite, that was a whole disaster. I think I don't even know
join me
how.
In Starfield. Come join me in Starfield, JD, next year.
I think
what? That's just, you know, it's going to get pushed back again.
2024.
2024.
Look, past fall. I'll be
if they put Starfield back again, I just oh my gosh. Oh yeah, playing in the stars.
Yeah.
They go push it back. Oh my gosh!
Whoa!
I
Was
just
this supposed to come out 11/22?
it was supposed to drop with God of War.
It's gonna be on the 24th of the 24th month, 2024.
Oh man,
Just making jokes.
Oh my gosh! But yeah, I just need Microsoft to just let the studios do their thing, man. They haven't. They have. This is my frustration with Xbox, man. They have all this talent. They have all of these studios. They have the best value in gaming, right? They have all of these things going for them.
I don't know about the best studios.
I'm in their field, in their field, in their respective genre, in their respective genres, right? And I feel like, the whole management thing, the whole thing with what happened with the Japanese games, like if this deal with Kojima, like Xbox, if you mess up this deal, y'all had so many chances. Y'all worked with Final Fantasy producers with the 360. Y'all had Blue Dragon. Y'all had The Last Remnant.
Yeah, you going all the way back to the 360?
I'm going all the way back. I'll bring it up to Xbox One series. Y'all had Platinum Games. Platinum Games. Y'all had to deal with them, and y'all screwed up each and every single time.
You hear what
y'all mess up this deal with Hideo Kojima? Y'all got a serious problem. I'm just telling y'all.
You hear the trend that JD keeps saying. The key word in his whole speech was had. Everything they had, they fucked up.
Lost Odyssey. There you go, Ludiverse.
I'm putting
Lost Odyssey.
They have effed everything up.
I think that's the problem. Is they if you see they lost 90% of their studios in the Xbox One era, and then they've slowly regained a lot of that.
They bought them back.
yeah, basically.
They bought them back. How sad is that? You lost them. You had to go rebuy the same damn studios you already had. What kind of dumb?
They buy the same ones.
Ain't the same exact one.
They may have changed, but they're still out there buying up shit that they already had at one point in time. Come on now.
They got rid of Fable Legends, and now they're making another Fable with another look.
So they're going
with a new studio, man.
But I think that's a big problem. Is under that leadership, it really failed, and that's what they.
Where did they go?
I upset him with my blasphemy of Microsoft. Once again, I think I did that before. We're talking.
I don't necessarily blame that on the current leader of Xbox.
Yeah, my microphone fell on my keyboard and kicked me out, man.
We thought you left because I was making fun of Xbox.
You left, yeah.
Oh no, man! My pop filter fell off my microphone and landed on my keyboard and kicked me out.
Oh, I thought you were about to say your popcorn kicked you out.
No. Xbox One was treated like a train wreck, and we can see Phil Spencer trying to
it seems like they're trying
harvest whatever he can out of it.
Yeah. I say just give him a couple years. I mean, with just look at Hellblade 2 is looking really good.
I'm tired of giving them a couple of years, man. Wait to E3. Wait to E3. Wait to E3.
Wait a minute.
Wait to E3. Wait.
Look, PlayStation ponies. They already promoting their show early, folks. This is what they're gonna be doing on their new show. What they're gonna be doing on their new show. Talking about.
Look, I'm speaking as.
I'm not talking about you, Vet. I'm talking about these two ponies we got right here.
As of all of Microsoft, I lump Xbox right in with Microsoft because Microsoft f's everything up half the time. They can't fix anything and maintain it properly. It's not. It's a Microsoft thing. It's a trickle down effect from all the way at the top. Microsoft messes shit up, so Xbox got to do the same thing.
Hey, my pockets are looking thicker though. Thank you, Xbox.
I just wanted to say
I don't need to know about all that.
Xbox started. Xbox started buying these studios back in 2018, and a lot of them already had games already in development. Obsidian with Outer Wilds dropped, I believe, the same year that they got acquired. You had Psychonauts 2 was already in development. So a lot of these studios, it takes like 4 to 7 years to make a lot of these games. So we're getting to that 4-year mark. In the next couple of years, I would expect we start to see the rollout of those titles that they've been working on since they got acquired. That's
curious. I'm curious about that Obsidian title that looks a lot like Elder Scrolls, based off of Avowed. Yeah,
yeah, I'm interested in that as well.
That's one I'm really curious about.
I've been playing a little bit of Pentiment. It's slow and it is kind of like a point and click game, but like writing wise and a lot of the interesting details that they put in it. Like I didn't realize this, but like poor people or like less literate people actually mess up their words more often than someone who is like a higher class or more intelligent in the game. They had someone specifically like research into the actual writing of that time period and use that in the game. And I think there's a lot of like really interesting stuff that they do with it, but it is very kind of creative heavy, and it's not a game. I mean, that you see selling, millions of copies or anything. But I think those games are. I think those games are.
It's a passion project game. It's a passion project game, which is good, But I have frustrations with Sony as well. Like I said, with live service, with multiplayer games, with having cloud, having they need to put PlayStation Plus streaming on everything and not just on PC. They need to update that. They need to get their butt in the gear and just doing multiplayer stuff, man, and live service stuff for me for PlayStation. And they also they just need to put their stuff out on everything, honestly, and get into mobile spaces. Like that's honestly what PlayStation needs to be working on right now, for me. And that's my thing with them, because I do want to play another Killzone. I do want to play. I missed out on SOCOM. I do want to see what a SOCOM will look like in this time period. I do want to see The Last of Us. Naughty Dog, where you at with The Last of Us multiplayer? Y'all been teasing it. Where is it? So I do need PlayStation to deliver on those multiplayer experiences as well. As far as Nintendo, Nintendo. I'm cool. Like they need to launch another Switch. Obviously, Pokemon has shown that their hardware is not capable, or either the hardware is not capable, or the devs are just lazy. It's just lazy. And so they need to pump out a new hardware for the Switch as well. Switch 2. And they also need to release some other games in the IP that Nintendo has. Nintendo has a lot of games still that aren't being made. And so they need to make those games as well. So Nintendo has some work to do. And on their just basically online gaming, they need to step up their online gaming. Nintendo with this talking on your phone stuff, like y'all need in-game voice chat. Y'all need all this stuff, man. Y'all need to get, I don't know, man. I need to do something. But I have my gripes with all the companies, man. But Xbox just has a lot of potential that I feel is leadership, just bad leadership.
I think they're on the up though. Like I would say, this is definitely a lot better than the Xbox One era, and I think their numbers show like they've had some of the best quarters that they've ever had, and that's a good thing. Hopefully they turn it around and can, become a major player again.
PC, cloud, console, handheld, TV.
Right now, they need the big blockbuster titles, first party, which has been lacking lately. But they do seem to have some that are getting ready. So Starfield is going to be Xbox's biggest test that they have faced in a while. since
Yeah.
Halo
Yeah,
Infinite, which Halo Infinite has some pretty good thing to it, but it was not a good investment. That game cost so much to produce, and the end result doesn't show the investment that it was put in. So that definitely has been painful for Xbox. But
And I
now
think
they need to turn the page and get some big blockbuster successful games out there that will stick around, that people will enjoy.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, if you look at it, like Xbox hasn't had a Game of the Year nominee since 2013, bro.
I mean technically
Since
Psychonauts
2013.
well, that's because Sony.
I mean, but that's on PlayStation
They,
as
they,
well.
they,
I mean, but
too.
if you want to
It's a
count it
first
as
party
a
studio.
yeah, it's for
Yeah.
Art Studio, but it's, like, it's 2013, man. That's
I
a
mean,
long time.
but
And
I
like you
would
said, Starfield is their biggest test. Is their biggest test. Starfield, Redfall, anything that's coming out for Xbox next year is their biggest test of it, especially for me if I'm going to purchase an Xbox this generation for me because that is just unacceptable for me.
I think they've got a lot of stuff coming, and I think to me, Xbox is a lot more in is Game Pass. I play on PC mostly, so a lot of I don't really care where I play it type deal. Um, and I think that they've got a lot. I think Starfield's going to be a good game. Do I think it's going to be great? I don't know. I'll have to see. But I know that they're going to have quality games through their services at the very least, at least from their trajectory. Next year you got for Game Pass games, Wolong, you've got Lies of P coming to Game Pass, Starfield, Redfall, Hollow Knight Silksong. That's another one I'm super excited for, and it's coming to Game Pass. And uh, I look forward to seeing what they do in the future because to me, they're improving, and I hope they continue that trend at least.
Yep. A lot to look forward to. Hopefully, it does land. Because I remember hearing that 2023 would be 2022 would be the year of Xbox, and
And then all those
they
games
did
got pushed
land
back.
some.
2021, 2019, 2018, yeah, Xbox.
I think COVID really didn't help them either, as well.
But even Phil Spencer said that's not an excuse. Like, he was on a recent interview, he said that's not an excuse.
Yeah, and I think that's a good way to handle it as like a boss, as a CEO. Don't put it on your developers or the people that work for you. It's also partially on the manager's fault.
Exactly. So, it'll be interesting to keep an eye on. In the meantime, yeah, PlayStation's putting out some great blockbuster. Xbox, they keep doing the Game Pass with D&D titles. So interesting to see that evolved. Love Game Pass, but after seeing multiple stats, sales wise, Xbox has some work to do. But the subscription model is what they're aiming for. So
Yep.
it definitely is part of the numbers. Hey, what's up, Gaming Snorlax? Good to see you, Billy.
Billy, what's going on, Billy?
Billy in the building.
Good to see you,
Billy in
man.
the better. Billy in the better.
Narrative for 2022 is fair. Where are the games? But it is inevitably changing in 2023. They do have a busy schedule for next year. So absolutely, I'm looking forward for next year. Hopefully they'll land it this time. But yeah, it should be pretty busy as for a year for especially for Xbox. But yeah, it'll be busy for pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
Those who want 2023 to be as bad as 2022 for some reason are going to be in for awakening.
Yeah.
So, anything else we want to pick up? How's it going, Ray?
How's it going? What?
Yeah, I was just seeing if you want to bring something else or.
Nah, man, I'm ready to get out of here and start the next episode of what is it? The PlayStation Stars or
Ponies in the Stars or something.
Playhouse? JD's Playhouse. JD's Playhouse.
Yeah. So
JD,
next week,
yeah.
we'll initiate the new podcast that JD and I have been envisioning. So it's Playing in the Stars. Will be focused on PlayStation. It'll be with Brian De Silva, aka Shadow, for anyone knowing him around. Very present in the community. So we'll be looking at PlayStation, the ecosystem, mainly looking at the PlayStation 5, but also exploring everything else around that PlayStation is working on. Really excited about this project, getting back into PlayStation, but in a broader, like looking at all that they're doing. So it's something that I've never hit, that I always kind of had a PlayStation bias. I've always been feeling at home in the PlayStation consoles for gaming, and I've been passionate about that platform because I've had them every single platform that they made, from the first PlayStation to the fifth. Now I'm back with a PS5. Really happy about that. So should be a lot of good times. I know. So for the last time, TT, you can find Doc being awesome, moving on the to another project. Can find Ray still falling asleep on his streams.
I don't know about that. I don't know about
but
that.
It exists. You can find Vet yelling at some game. You can find JD.
Don't do that.
Finding more ways to be misunderstood on the new podcast. Finally, you can find Maker being himself in line on the while waiting on the long queue.
And wait a minute, what's that in my closet?
Find Maker in her closet.
He's putting on her high heels and her dresses, probably.
And don't worry.
Oh my gosh.
JD's misunderstandings, even if they're not talked about on stream, I'll make sure to bring it up in chat.
We'll be getting some guests. You guys are always welcome. It'll be nice.
Hey.
Well, what?
Hey, Ray,
scratching your head.
Ray's gonna be the first person on the podcast, man. He gonna buy that God of War Ragnarok, and then he's gonna be up on the podcast. I'm also
Ray. I heard from a very reliable source that you're gonna be on the first podcast as a guest with Anthony. No, but I heard
talking about remote play.
Yes.
I'll be in the back waving.
I heard all three of us are going to be brought on as a guest one night only for a reunion show.
Now, I have a PS5. I play the PS5. I plan on buying some PS5 games with my Stadia.
You know what Ray told me? You know what Ray told me, man? He was like, yo, I was like, yo, Ray, let's play some Madden. He was like, man, I'm about to get up out of here. I head out, man, but I'll get back with you. Man, I haven't heard Ray send me an invite on PlayStation since at all.
Wow. You play all this because you know what? I'll look on there. You're playing all your Japanese RPG games, man.
Hey, look, I may not have a
what's up, SPG?
But I got a PlayStation 5 controller. Does that count?
Hey, the controllers are on sale. I'm about to pick me up one. So
I know I'm getting another one. I'm gonna get a custom designed one, but I'm gonna buy it off the Apple Store.
Right.
SPG in the building.
That's right.
What's up, William?
He was waiting on it. Did you get your 4090 today, man?
Get it all set up.
Yeah, it showed up at my house. Didn't he tell me?
He was waiting on the porch for
Are you reinforcing the floor so that your house doesn't collapse? And
he said he was up. He came in my stream, said he was been up since 6 a.m. waiting for that damn thing.
Hey, I don't blame him. Check Discord red for a pic of the rig. Oh, okay. All right, I'll check the Discord.
Be sure to keep a fire extinguisher right next to the computer, right?
That 4090, baby.
You know, if the UPS man knew what was in that package, he would have never shown up. It's been like, what? What
Oh
you want?
my goodness!
Oh.
All right, hold on. That's
Time to go buying some Bitcoin with that 4090, baby.
Ooh.
oh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. Nice picture, man. Nice.
Ray, what are
Very
you
happy.
looking at? What are you really
check this
looking
out
at?
for
Oh,
it, man.
you're salivating there.
I know. What are
Having
you really looking
I know, right?
pickle flashback from earlier.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, yo.
Speaking of that, I want to send a shout out. My grandmother used to work at the Mount Isla Pickle Factory, and
Oh,
ever
God.
since I was a little boy, she used
Jesus.
to always put a crunchy pickle in my mouth. Thank you, Grandma. And look, I still rocking the Mount Isla pickles.
So wholesome. Greetings while you go away.
Oh,
That's amazing.
goddamn.
So again, I want to say thank you so much, everyone, for the support you've been giving us. It's been such a fun ride with Cloud Nation TV. You guys, part of the panel, thank you so much for joining me on this for that whole time. It's been really great. Yeah, really been having fun with that weekly meetup and also conversation. So definitely, yeah, there'll be more content coming.
But will it be on YouTube or will it be on Twitch? Since you know, direct streaming from a PS5. Are you shifting to Team Purple or are you? Which team we rocking here?
Let me think about that. I'll come back to you with that. So yeah, of course I'll be posting everything on Twitter about how I'm gonna handle it. But yeah, I plan on using the direct streaming feature quite a bit for the PlayStation. I'll evaluate my multiple options because I'm playing 1440 and the capture card doesn't agree with that. The capture card I have to do either 1080 or 4K. So
Got to upgrade to that Elgato. Got to get a new Elgato capture card. Start the GoFundMe chat.
and we're gonna see about this. So on this, we're gonna go around. Vet, where can we find you?
You guys can find me Vet Cloud Gaming, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. I've got some stuff in the works that I'm debating on adding. Sports Talk 101 isn't going anywhere. That's live every Tuesday night. I've got some new stuff that I'm working on for Sports Talk. If you haven't already followed the YouTube channel, there's going to be some more stuff showing up there. There's a whole new playlist with game highlights that's been going live. There may be some other things going with that. I've got another project I'm tinkering an idea with that's separate from the sports stuff, so that'll be tied more with gaming related things. But I'll tweet that out when I get around to it. Otherwise, I may go live tonight still. I planned on it at like a 10 o'clock stream to go live to play some more Infamous 2 on PlayStation. So I might do that. And let's get this person in the chat that said PS5 is pathetic out of here. They need to go. Bye.
He's an Xbox.
Ray, how much?
Yeah, it sounds like a bot.
Yeah, Derek, he's a bot.
But no, I'm still working on the cloud stuff. I'll still do all of that, and I've got some locally installed stuff that I want to do, some VR content. So I got a bunch of different projects running through my mind that I want to do. So just stay tuned.
So Maker, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter with Maker of Chaos 12 or YouTube Cloud Gaming Extreme. But that's where you'll probably find me.
Awesome. What about you, Ray?
Well, just like Vet says, I still do Sports Talk 101 on Tuesday nights, 7 p.m. Pacific time. I do that with Vet, and that's a fun show, guys. We talk about NFL football. We also talk about other sports and stuff. And also, guys, I'm still on the Rock brand with Simply Pawn Gaming, William, John Scar, and the one and only Rock. We still do that. And let's see what else I'm doing. And I do my streams throughout the week. Ray3473 on Twitter. I'm always posting. I think I'm doing some Amazon Luna tomorrow. So yeah, and then guys, thank you all the supporters that supported us throughout the I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a while. Thank you for your support. Make sure you support DrSpaceman and JD and who else is part of the the Rising PlayStation Stars. And I'll be invite me. I'd love to come on and be a guest. I do play a PS5 and yes, I do play an Xbox. I play all kinds of games. So thank you.
Ray,
Thank
you
you.
need to
Thank
brand
you.
that. Ray, get that branded, damn it.
I'm doing freshly frosted tomorrow. That's an awesome donut puzzle game on Amazon Luna tomorrow, folks.
I heard that you were actually going to do YouTuber's Life. OMG.
No.
You can show us how to be a YouTuber.
No.
Hashtag Lunacorn.
No.
Ash, just get him to do that. Come on now.
JD.
Thanks. Where can we find you, man? JD?
Yeah, you guys can find me, JD3MXP, on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch. You can also find me on Playing in the Stars with DrSpaceman Shadow. And we're doing that next week, next Monday. I just want to appreciate everybody that came out to Cloud Station TV or what was it before?
I think it was was it Cloud Station? Is that what we first had before we branded it? It was Cloud
I
Station.
forgot to revert the logo.
Cloud Nation TV, Cloud Nation TV, and
Cloud's where it's at. Vet's house. I mean,
there it is.
Here's the original one.
There we go.
Yeah, there it is.
When we started.
When we first started. So I just appreciate everybody stopping by, showing support. Make sure you go and check out everybody on this podcast and everything that they're doing. My brother Ray over there, Maker, Vet, and Doc. And just enjoy your games. No matter where you play, no matter what you're doing. Just hop on, play some games, enjoy your time, have some fun, have some laughs, man, and just cheers to gaming, man, to everybody, and love all you guys.
Awesome. So once again, guys, thank you so much for joining me in this adventure. And as we're turning to another chapter, you guys are always welcome to join in. So as for myself, I'll be posting on the social media, Twitter and Facebook whenever I go live. I will be experimenting this week with the direct stream on the PlayStation 5. I'll do a bit of YouTube. I'll try out a bit of Twitch and see how they perform. I might also try some remote play and stream to my PC. I'll try a few things, see how what performs best. But so just be sure to stick around, get the notifications. So thank you again, everyone in the chat. It's been great having you all around. It was fun catching the show. Thanks a lot. So
oh, there goes Ray again.
There goes Ray falling asleep again.
Damn.
Exactly,
So,
Chris. Right on the money there, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Chris nailed it.
Cloud Gaming brought us together, and I appreciate you all 100%. This it's been really great sharing those moments with all of you. Generally enjoyed this. The only gaming talk I ever watch on YouTube and Twitch. Thanks a lot, Ludo. It's been great.
Thank you, Ludo, for that. Appreciate it.
So on this, thanks for joining us. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
Night,
guys.
Peace.